welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 things I wish I knew before having a baby. I'm also collaborating in this video with 3 other lovely mums that I met through social media. They have also started out their YouTube channel too. It's Granell, Mummy Stevens and Tabby Jane. I'll link their pages below so you can have a little look on theirs. My number 1 is, this is actually before having a baby, it's time as 2. Now I know a lot of people speak about it, but I cannot express how important it is for you to just enjoy your last time together, you know, go to the cinema, go out for meals, just do things that you wouldn't be able to do as easy if you had a child. I think me and Blake, since we've had Liberty, we've been out about, well, I can count on one hand the amount of times we've been out, just us 2. It's not much at all, and I kind of wish in a way that I took more advantage of us going out just as 2. Before I gave birth, I was just sort of grumpy and pregnant and hormonal and just wanted to stay in, but I do wish that we went out a little bit more beforehand. So I would strongly advise, if you're pregnant now and you're a new mum, to just go out and enjoy yourself. I'm not saying you won't be able to do that after you have a baby, of course you will, but it just won't be as easy if you do want to go out. Number 2 on my list is baby blues. This one is quite important to me. I know everyone is aware of baby blues, but I don't think they are quite aware of how bad it can be. For me, it was exactly that, so I didn't expect it to hit me as hard as it did. It took about 4 or 5 days to actually set in, and obviously being exhausted as well, it's just everything just takes it out of you. And I just couldn't stop crying for, it must have been at least a week. I felt so down, I felt like I was the worst mum in the world, and it was just a horrible feeling. You just need time together as a family, just staying in, and cry if you need to cry, because it really does help and you will get over it. Number 3 on my list is breastfeeding. I actually ended up breastfeeding Liberty for 18 months, so we had a really successful time breastfeeding in the end, but it wasn't as easy as that when I started. She latched quite well when she was first born in the hospital, but from the day I got home I just struggled. I didn't really have much support and I had no idea what I was doing. No one in my family had breastfed, so they couldn't help there. But it was just, for me, not that I have anything against bottle feeding at all, but I was just I felt so guilty, the thought of giving her a bottle, and I didn't want to. I just thought I should be able to do this myself. Really wanted to stick to breastfeeding. She did have a tongue tie, we ended up getting that cut, and I think it took me about 6 weeks before the pain of breastfeeding went, and I actually felt confident enough to feed in public. It was just one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, and I would go as far as saying that it was harder for me than labour itself. Number 3 on my list is, don't be hard on yourself. Once you've had a baby, your body has gone through the hardest thing it will ever have to go through, and you need the time to recover, whether you've had a C-section or a natural birth. Your house isn't going to be a mess forever. You're not always going to be able to do everything you need to do. Your routine, you'll pick it back up again and it'll be fine. I just wish I could have gone back and told myself, just don't worry, it will all be okay. So yeah, just don't be hard on yourself once you've had a baby, because it will all fall into place. So number 5 for me is weaning. This is obviously when they get a little bit older. I fed Liberty at about 5.5 months, I think it was, and she just hated food, and I just got so upset about it, so down, because she wasn't enjoying it, especially my other friends, their children, they were loving their food, and it was just, I just felt like there was something wrong, like why wasn't she eating? I'd never expected it to be that hard to give baby food, but Liberty just didn't like anything. Like she was a real pain with weaning. And then I heard the phrase, food before 1 is just for fun. I wish I heard that before, because I was always worried that she wasn't eating enough. In the end, it all was fine, and she really did enjoy her food, and she really loves her food now, unless she's ill, of course. So they were my 5 things I wish I knew before having a baby. Please, if you liked the video, comment if you want, And also I'd love if you subscribed and stuck around. Also, don't forget to have a little look at the other 3 girls videos that have also done their 5 tips that they wish they knew before having a baby. Thanks for watching. Bye.